Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and I am doing some Minecraft tips. If you see right here, I'll be giving, I don't know, just an amount, I guess. This will be in creative just to make things faster and easier to talk about. Let me quickly load up the world. This might take a while. There we go, 100%. Now, when we come in, let's first find a good place to demonstrate this first tip. Sorry if it's a bit laggy. It's always a bit laggy right at the start. But then, let's go and do zombie. Actually, no, let's do something harder, like a creeper. Like a creeper, and then let me go for a diamond sword, because I need something to fend myself off of. Now, I'm going to go into survival mode. Plop this creeper down here. And the first tip, okay, he's going to aggro me. Anyways, the first tip is to let your weapon recharge. Recharge is there for everything, even like a wooden hoe that you use for farming. And it is for whenever you attack something, you deal more damage. Like, yeah, it's actually more useful than just spam clicking, because then that won't let your recharge come up, because each time you hit something, your recharge goes back to 0. Anyways, now let me just show you how hard it is to do it while spam clicking. Let me put another creeper. You saw how I 3-shotted him really easily. I'm not even going to do any crits because I didn't last time. And I couldn't kill it. I took way more hits. And now I backed away. And there, you can't do it. Anyways, let's go back into creative mode. That's the first tip. The next tip is to, before actually building, yes, I know the previous one was combat, this one is, okay. Anyways, the previous one was combat, this one is building. I do not care. The thing is, when you're building, make sure you have a good block palette. Sometimes you just have to avoid things in general, like most of the time you don't want to use some dripstone blocks or something. And you also need a good foundation as well, like most of the time, like this, blah, blah, blah. This isn't going to be too much of a good house. If you just keep it like this, nice house. You can still stand in it, and you can keep a door, but that's not a good house. You might want to have some foundation, and then go build it something like this. And you can also scale the size. Another thing is shape. I'm not going to count that as a tip though, because that's basically the same thing. The next thing is part of mining, I guess. If you're looking for things, even ancient debris for some reason, if you're weird. I do not like netherite because it's not much of a change and it's not too useful for your previous tools. It hardly makes a change and it's not too useful. Like, now, what I was going for, you need to get good with the Y levels. Like, Y level minus 59 is best for diamonds. So if you need diamonds, then that's the best Y to look for. And another thing is, it's better to go for, what's it called? It's better to see for caves. While, yes, you have a higher chance of dying because there's more mobs, you as well can look at more blocks, and the more blocks you can look at, the easier it is to find ores. So that's the third tip. Now, the next tip, we're going to be talking about animal pens. If most people just go for something like this, and then let's say like pig spawn egg there, And let's also go for a fence gate. Most people go for something like this, and like a pen like this. And yes, this is very useful if you want to store some pigs in, give them some food, breed them, and then go and kill them for food. Or if you just want to have some friends. But the thing is, you don't have to do that. You can use trapdoors as well. Let me try and do it. I've never actually tested this before, but I just know it works. Anyways, let me do this, this. Oh, and another tip, I'm not going to count this as one though, is if you feel like, oh, my mobs are always getting out whenever I put a fence gate, what you can do, for some reason this works. If you put some carpet on some fences, I know it's taller, but this time, unlike fences, you can actually jump on it. See, right now I can't, but for some reason, when it's taller, I can jump on it. But it just might be hitboxes. Anyways, for the trapdoors, if you put it up like this, it's probably going to look better. And if you put your animals, just for time's sake, I'm going to quickly get out some carrots because they love them. See, they're trying to come to it, but they won't jump over it. Now, you can also just easily jump over it. It's just AI, I guess. Now, for my 5th tip, let me quickly scroll through. It is knowing your enchantments. Like, most of the time for armor, you want to go for protection, and you're most certainly going to want to do it, actually, because like fire resistance is fantastic for fire and nothing else. Blast protection, same thing for fire protection, but instead of fire, it's blasts. Protection is like a jack of all trades, okay at everything, but I would still consider it good at everything, just not fantastic like the other ones. So then you have that full set, and then you're good to go on basically any mob. Actually, yeah, any mob. Unless it's like a wither or like an ender dragon, then you're probably gonna die. Not wither, because you can actually cheese it, especially in Java Edition, where you can just go under the fountain. And because it's just easy if you know what to do. Now, oh yeah, wow, look at me. Thing is, you got to know your combat. Like, let me take out like a diamond sword, diamond axe, a shield. Yeah, I spelled it wrong. So, let me take out a shield. These are the most necessary things. You can also go for a totem, which is very, very useful. Way more than a shield. But the thing is, like, swords deal way less damage than an axe, as you can see. But the thing is, axes have a longer recharge, and they don't have the sweeping effect that swords do. So if you have like a mob farm, for say instance, then yes, axes will kill one mob faster, but swords will be better as it damages all of the mobs with the same damage, or maybe less with the sweeping ones, but anyways, you'll actually finish them faster with the sword. But most of the time you might want to go for an axe. And as well, now it's time to go for, I guess could be considered one. It's how you raid things. Sometimes, like, for a cave, you would go around with your stuff, just wander around, torches, find stuff, blah, blah, blah. But for a pillager outpost, what you would do is you would go up and then loot the chest. And then if depending on what you do, you could either go down if you're low on your health and don't have good stuff, or you could just not have any armor and you might die by fall damage. So then that means you have to go down the staircase. But if you want to save time and probably hearts by the pillager sometimes, then if you have enough health, then what you can do, you can actually take the fall damage. And I'm not going to consider that a tip. That's like a 0.2 tip. Now, another thing is what can mine what and why you would need it. Like, diamonds is my favorite ore, and in my opinion, most useful ore. But you're going to need irons to mine it. And gold, you need iron or higher to mine it. And gold can't mine gold, so yeah. I don't recommend gold anyway because it runs out of durability so fast. It's a waste of materials. Again, that would just be like a 0.8 tip, which would make it one whole tip, considering the previous one. Another thing is sleeping through the night. If you didn't know, right at the beginning of the daytime, or when you just load up a world, you can see all the mobs and entities, but not all the blocks. So if there's like a hill and then sheep on the other side, you can see the sheep without having to go over the hill. So then I like to go and find sheep first, so then I can get a bed to sleep through the night. Nighttime is really scary as it can have skeletons, which actually spawn in nighttime. Wow. But in survival, they actually, they're pretty scary. They don't just walk in circles like this. What they do, they can shoot their bows from far away and they deal a lot of damage. So skipping the nighttime is essential. Anyways, everyone, that's it for this video. Yeah, let me quickly just free my animals. So yeah, everyone, that's it for this video. Why are they going to this wall? Bye.